What is your American dream?
My American dream is, well, I wish everybody could, if anybody's living on the street, they could grab a job and then maybe they could get more money so they could afford food for their family. And for a bunch of characters that don't exist to exist.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Apparently we're live, Jonathan. How are you?
We're here.
We are here.
Yes. Oh.
As they say in my neck of the woods.
Yes.
Better late than never.
Exactly.
What do they say in your neck of the woods, Yo-Yo?
CP time.
What does that mean?
Color people time. We always late.
All right, there you got it. All right,
I'm sure the squad is going to understand CP time.
They got it. I didn't get it. Okay, that's between you and them.
Yeah.
All right, Christy Gonzalez, squad up. How are you? Jessica Levy, squad up. Carol Anderson, the Tigers, squad up. What's going on? Noah McIrwin, good night, y'all. Nina, I said Nina God Pickney. If not, Princess Dyer, squad up. It's apple pie.
Yeah.
Is the timer restarting for everyone else? It was just you. It's apple pie. I don't know what's wrong with your Facebook. Ma Dukes, that was everybody. Ma Dukes, what's going on? And Faye Trailer, squad up as well. And Christy Consali, Patsy Dean, squad up. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Acelia Enots, squad up. The Top Cat, double fisting. Susie Q Mack, squad up. How are you? Sophia Henderson, squad up. Mr. Tusk, Tusk, says, despite the delays here, I hope we'll get some extra time on the show. You will get every minute of this show, I promise you.
Every minute.
Every minute you're going to get, I promise you. Julia Vasquez, hi from Cali. Denver South, squad up. Oli B, welcome, we've been waiting. Well, thank you very much for waiting. Kay, God bless, squad up. I don't know why I'm punching myself on my knee right now. That's wrong with me.
I did notice that.
Yeah, what the heck's wrong with me? And Gina saying hi to everybody. Yo, take it away while I beat myself up here.
Absolutely. All right, squad, you already know what time it is. It is time for you guys to share on all social media platforms because we're about to start schmoozing with Brad. Talking headlines, including the latest call by over 1,300 medical professionals and the New York Times editorial boards to the CDC and the Biden administration to end the use of Title 42 at the U.S. southern border. And of course, it is Tuesday tea time. We're going to be sipping on some Tuesday tea with Brad and talking celebrity headlines, Thanksgiving edition, including the latest with Britney Spears now free from her conservatorship as her mom, Lynne, tries to make amends with her this holiday season.
It can't be a tea time without Britney, right?
You already know.
I would say who we talked more about tea than Britney Spears? I mean, we've talked.
No, it was Britney because we followed before. She got her freedom.
That's
and
right.
I love that. This is a Thanksgiving edition, so we still incorporated Thanksgiving because her mom wants her to come over for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that ain't.
That's
happening.
weird.
That's not happening.
What?
Yeah, you know what that
Sounds
is?
fishy to me.
That's like I'm trying to reel her back
because we ain't got your money no more.
That's right.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later. And of course, you can call Spar and Bernstein right now, 212-227-8933. Outside of North America, in North America, it's 1-800-529-5465. That is the number to call. And there's no TV over there. I just noticed that.
There is none.
So when I'm looking at there,
so
I'm looking at
nothing.
And that's why I'm looking this way.
Yeah.
And you can also call 1-800-529-5465 to also get your questions asked and answered right now on our show. and that will get you on our show because we have a whole bunch of open lines. I just looked at my computer.
Call up.
And later on, you can join us while we visit Judson Memorial Church in Washington Square, New York City, where one family is thankful this Thanksgiving for the return of their father to the United States of America on a 90-day parole after being deported to Haiti in January 2018 for a 30-year-old aggravated felony charge. We had Jean Montreville's family on Bradshaw Live right before his deportation, and later we're going to hear from Jean himself about his ordeal.
Nice.
All right, you ready to schmooze?
Let's schmooze, y'all.
All right. I'm going to look there.
Yes, look straight there.
I'm looking here, but I don't see nothing. All right. So, now look out the corner of my eyes.
That's exactly what I've been doing.
Yeah,
Just look out the corner of your eye.
All right. So, by the way, Jonathan, I'm going to turn to you for a second.
Okay.
You know what this it's one of those days, Yo-Yo.
But you look good.
But you're a handsome man, too.
Listen, that's all that matters.
So I have no sound anymore because the whole thing just fell out.
I could be your ear.
You'll be my ear. You're gonna be my pilot
I'm
today.
your other half, Brad.
Okay. So you know what Title 42 is?
No.
Okay. So Title 42 is the rule that doesn't allow people to cross the border who are unvaccinated or have potential to have COVID, whether they get tested or not. It was used by Donald Trump, and it's now being used by the Biden administration to prevent people seeking asylum from the southern border from coming into the United States and awaiting on the Mexican side to enter the U.S. You see plenty of, we've talked about this, there's the picture of the people on the horse, the ICE officials on the horse trying to corral, I guess, people.
Yeah.
Well, now, what's interesting about this, not even interesting, it's actually what is wrong about this Title 42 is that people are allowed to come to the United States on an airplane. And there's no COVID restrictions as long as you're vaccinated and you take a negative PCR test. And certainly, it's very simple for the United States. We have over 1 billion extra vials of vaccine that if somebody is escaping asylum or somebody is escaping terror in their own country and they're applying for asylum as a refugee, that it would be pretty simple to give them a jab and say, okay, you know, take a PCR test, a jab, and come in. But they're using that as a pretext, this whole COVID thing, to prevent people from coming to the United States of America, from crossing the border, from applying for asylum. Well, now 1,383 medical professionals from 49 United States, including the District of Columbia, doctors, nurses, other health professionals, they've signed letters to the Centers for Disease Control, Dr. Rochelle Walensky, stating that the Title 42 order lacks epidemiological evidence and has no basis in public health best practice. Now, this was enacted by, as I said, Donald Trump. It has been used by President Biden to prevent people from coming to the border. They've returned thousands and thousands and thousands of Haitians back to Haiti. We know what's going on in Haiti right now. It's been used mostly to prevent people of color from crossing the border and applying for asylum. It hasn't prevented people from
Europe.
Well, Europe was barred for a while in all deference, but now Europeans are allowed back in if they are vaccinated and have a negative PCR test. Now, Alejandro Moreno of University of Texas at Austin Dell Medical School said that with these letters, the medical community is standing up to tell the Centers for Disease Control to stop invoking our profession to advance xenophobic immigration policy. The Title 42 order is junk science with no grounding in evidence and flies in the face of public health. Now, the United States government has used this order to expel children and adults seeking refuge nearly 1.2 million times. They have prevented 1.2 million people from seeking asylum because of Title 42. An investigation published by Physicians for Human Rights in June of 2021 showed how the Title 42 order results in family separations as well as psychological harms, including post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and anxiety. On November 13th, the New York Times Editorial Board published a piece on their editorial section. They're also demanding that the Biden administration end Title 42. It's the problem with the Biden administration wanting to end Title 42. You have President Biden, being accused by the Republicans of being soft on immigration, of having the worst problem on the immigration border. If you watch Fox News, you would think it's the end of the world, what's going on there with people, trying to escape persecution in Central America, Haiti, etc. It's pretty bad, but it's been bad for a long time. But they're blaming everything on Biden right now. Biden can't look soft on immigration,
right?
Because if he does, certainly on the southern border, the Democrats are in a precarious position right now. They are poised to lose the midterm elections. They're poised to lose the House of Representatives. They're poised to lose the Senate. And if there was a presidential election right now, if Donald Trump was running against Joe Biden, Donald Trump would be our president again.
Yikes.
If it happened today.
Yeah.
So President Biden can't look soft on immigration.
Right.
Which is why I believe he's still invoking Title 42, although it absolutely is used as a pretext to prevent people from applying for asylum. It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. Now, according to a November 3rd federal court filing, attorneys are still trying to reach the parents of 270 migrant children who were separated at the U.S.-Mexico border under the Trump administration. Now, President Biden, there was a lawsuit, or there is a lawsuit filed by the ACLU for and on behalf of the families that got separated. And apparently there was a news report that lawsuit was going to be settled and that the Biden administration was going to pay each family that got separated $450,000 in that lawsuit for separating the families.
Yeah. Though it happened under Trump's...
Even though it happened under Trump, it's still the United States of America.
Right.
Now, the American Civil Liberties started that legal action in 2019. Trump refused to settle. Biden wants to settle, but he has said that it is, maybe I'm paraphrasing him, hogwash that he would pay $450,000 per family. That would also look pretty bad politically, that you're giving $450,000 to families that, by the way, rightfully probably deserve it. But there's a lot of struggling families here in the United States of America as well. So, I mean, if you're a struggling family here and you saw that, I would be pissed. You would be pissed.
Yeah.
You would be pissed off.
I mean, me not having, thank God I don't have a struggling family right now, but I know people who are struggling, so I'm pissed for them,
And did you see this thing in the House of Representatives? Representative Congressman Paul Gosar of Arizona, he got stripped of his committee assignments after he posted a video to his social media accounts that depicted violence against AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York, and President Biden. Mm-hmm. By the way, he's getting a lot of support now from the Republicans because of that.
Yeah.
You know what this all comes down to? I mean, even with immigration, with this Paul Gosar, with there's no more civility in American politics. There's no more, I'm in favor of this policy, I'm against this policy, and let's argue it out. Let's argue out a policy. Mm-hmm. It's, I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate Republicans.
Yeah.
And Republicans hate Democrats. And it's, I hate you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, because if you think about it, most people who vote Republican are voting against their economic interests. Mm-hmm. Why do they vote Republican, Jonathan, if they're voting against, a middle-class person would be economically far better voting for a Democrat than a Republican?
I honestly feel like it's because of the majority of minorities, which aren't minorities for real, are Democrats.
Well, I would say there's a lot of minorities who also vote Republican. If you look at, I'm not saying a majority, but there is a large minority. Mm-hmm. If you look at, for example, the presidential election in Miami, Florida. Okay. Right. The Democrats thought they were going to win Miami by a landslide, and as a result of that, carry Florida. They didn't.
But that was from scaring them.
They didn't.
Yeah.
And there's lots of immigrants who vote Republican. You see it all the time. I'm not saying most do, but why are people voting against their economic interests?
To me, it's got to be something that has to do with race, because that makes no sense for.
Well, to me, but it's very interesting also that if you see, people polls and they say, would you rather live in a racially mixed neighborhood or would you rather live in a non-racially mixed neighborhood? A majority of Americans would prefer to live in a racially mixed neighborhood. Okay, so you have a majority of Americans who say they want to live with other people who don't look and sound like them, yet at the same time they're voting against their economic interests.
So what is it? Because
I don't know the answer.
But what is your thoughts?
People don't like change. I think people don't like change.
Even if it affects them.
People don't like change. So they see immigrants as change.
Right.
Immigrants see new immigrants as change.
Right.
And I think that when you see, this, for example, woke, the term woke became a negative term now. In many circles, not in your circles.
Not in my circle.
Right, but in many circles, it's become negative. It's become negative in the sense that, and you're telling somebody just, hey, be awake of what you're saying and what you're doing and what's going on around you. It's
catered to a certain.
It's taken a negative connotation.
That ain't negative in our culture. We're the one who use it.
People don't like change. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
And but
those people, I feel like y'all got a problem.
We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, you see this Jacob Chansley. He's the QAnon shaman. Is it shaman or shaman? Shaman. This guy. Do we have a picture of him? Maybe we do. He's the guy who was all dressed up in the, with all the makeup and everything.
Where? Oh, at the Capitol.
There he is. This guy.
Yeah, this guy with the.
Yeah, he just got sentenced to 41 months in prison.
That's it. And he was like the face of.
He is the face of the insurrection.
41 months.
He is the face of the insurrection. He got 41 months. The judge says you didn't slug anybody, but what you did do was you were there actually obstructed the functioning of the whole government. You know what you did was wrong. Now, Chansley has said that he was wrong, and he has come out and said he's wrong. He's sorry he did it. The judge said he admired him for coming to terms with what he did was wrong. Chansley, this is the shaman, said, men of honor admit when they're wrong, not just publicly, but to themselves. I was wrong for entering the Capitol. I have no excuse whatsoever. The behavior is indefensible. And by the way, every defense attorney tells them to say that.
Right.
Okay? No judge wants to hear an excuse why you did something wrong. Even in immigration court. You're in immigration, you're facing deportation for a crime you committed 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Even if you feel you didn't do it. Even if you feel you were railroaded. The judge doesn't want to hear your story about why you were railroaded. The judge doesn't want to hear your story about why you were innocent. You pled guilty. You were found guilty. The judge wants to hear you did it. You're sorry for what you did. It won't happen again. Which is the most typical thing that defense attorneys tell you, as well as immigration attorneys. So that's what I am sure his defense attorneys told him to do. He gave a 40-minute speech about how sorry he was, why he did everything wrong, probably saved him about 5 years in jail. That speech.
I feel like you get, if he was a black man that stole, a car or stole, some Louis, you would probably get a lot more years than that. And that's wild to me, because this was, you stormed the Capitol.
Well, listen, there are black men in jail for selling dime bags for multiple times, 2-3 times, and they're in jail for life. Right?
That's wild, yep.
Right?
Yep.
All right. And coronavirus, Yo-Yo, before we get into our tea.
That means we're getting into tea soon.
47.9 million confirmed coronavirus cases 772,500 deaths. Yesterday it was 770,000, I believe. So it was 2,500 people died overnight and into today of COVID in the United States of America. On Friday, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Disease Control announced that they're authorizing boosters for everybody over the age of 18.
All right.
So if you got Pfizer or Moderna, you need the third shot now. And if you got Johnson & Johnson like me, you need the second shot.
Yeah.
I got my second shot. I had the Johnson & Johnson. I went for my second shot.
You did.
I did, which is why our show was delayed another week.
It was. Oh,
I mean, you don't want to hear my story. If you heard my story, nobody would take the next booster.
No, it's scary. Right? I saw some people in the comments asking. I think it was Carol Anderson, the Tiger, asking if anybody got their booster.
I did.
Yeah,
I did. It wasn't pleasant.
I haven't gotten mine yet.
Eventually,
eventually,
everyone's going to have to do it.
Yeah.
I think people will be a little slower to do it this time, but eventually, I
just have to prepare because I know I got sick for the first one, so I have to do it.
And you've also had COVID.
Yes, but crazy thing was when I had COVID, it wasn't even as bad as how sick I was with the shot.
Anecdotally, and this is just anecdotally. Mm-hmm. All right, I had COVID. And
your COVID was bad.
My COVID was bad, and then I got a shot. That was bad, and then I got the booster, and that was bad too.
This COVID is just not good for you.
It's not good. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't mix with my blood.
Yeah. So that's good that you got yours.
Yes.
I see Sandra Rose Stutter got hers as well. So Carol Anderson, the Tiger, took her booster shot as well.
How did everybody do? Let us know.
Yeah. How'd you guys do? How you feel?
Let us know in the comment section. I did terrible.
Yeah.
I ended up with like 104 fever for 2 days.
Yeah, sheesh.
Yeah, it was bad.
But then, we
feel fine.
Yeah, and then we have people that are on our crew that got, the booster and felt great.
That's right. So, one person crew told, I don't want to
right, that's what I said.
talk about anybody's particular health, but one person told me after they heard my story, they were freaking out.
Right.
Freaking out. They didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then they did it, and they were prepared with all their medicine all weekend long.
It was working out over the weekend. So listen, it will not affect everybody the same way.
That is right. You never know. You never know. All right, we have some tea. I'm very thirsty.
I am too.
I wonder if we have any tea.
Look, you see, I got my little holiday turtleneck.
Let's see. Do we have tea?
I wonder if it's peppermint.
No, the butler's here.
Not peppermint.
Not peppermint.
I hope you don't have the leftover tea from
last
a month ago.
No.
What do you have today?
I have ginger tea today.
You have ginger tea. Oh, that's very nice. Is that going to keep me up tonight? Does that have caffeine in it? If you're keeping me up tonight, Jay Rhymes.
My gut says.
My gut says the ginger tea has caffeine. I'm going to be calling you at 2 in the morning.
Ginger tea is actually good for you, though. Ginger,
It's very good to prevent colds, and also it's very good.
Thank you
very much. Excellent job. Yes, and you're very well.
I'm thankful for the both.
You're very well shaven today.
Right.
I don't know what happened. Usually you come with a like a 6 o'clock shadow or whatever, but you're very well shaved.
It's very 1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock today. Okay. Well, cheers.
This is
yummy.
You
can still say cheers to tea as long as it's not water, right? You can't say cheers to water. That's bad luck. It's also bad luck, jinx. You ever do that when you're a kid? Jinx? Now you can't talk. What do I have to say? Yo, 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 yo.
Thank you. You guys see? Or else you pinch me. See? I follow the rules. This is good.
Ginger tea. Oh, my God. I'm wide awake now. There's so much caffeine in this thing.
This is yummy.
All right. Well, I hope everybody joins us for some tea. It's Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes.
It's the 95th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh, man.
Do you like that parade?
Funny thing is, I don't even really watch it, but I like having it on the TV as the family's cooking and we're just around.
Right.
I just like to see it from the corner of my eye.
From corner of your eye.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to see it personally?
No.
I have.
No. Yeah.
It's very crowded.
It's
very crowded.
I can only imagine. I'm always in California.
Really, the only thing you can see, unless you stopped at they stop along the parade route and they perform. So if you really camp out where they're performing, it could be good. I was never camped out where they're performing, so I was just kind of in the crowd, and you just kind of watch everybody walk by, and it's fun to see the balloons.
Yeah.
It's also fun for those who are in New York City to go to the West Side tomorrow night. if you go to the west side, you see all the balloons being blown up.
Oh.
And you don't have to then go to the parade. And you just walk the side streets, all in the West 60s and West 70s. They blow all the balloons up Wednesday night in the West 60s and West 70s. All the side streets are closed. So if you want to check out all the balloons, but you don't want to deal with the crowds, here's Uncle Brad's tourism tip of the day. You know, on Tuesday Tea, we're going to start with Uncle Brad's tourism tip of the day.
Yeah, please. I would love
because
that.
I travel all over. Go see the balloons Wednesday night. You don't have to go to the parade on Thursday.
It's Wednesday night? It's
Wednesday
not
night.
No,
not tonight, tomorrow night.
If it was tonight, I was going to go because I
tomorrow
leave
night
tomorrow.
they blow everything up. So Carrie Underwood, country star. She's going to be the big attraction. And that the event returns to its in-person format after going virtual in 2020. I don't even remember what they did in 2020. What kind of virtual parade?
What? I don't remember. I was
the
depressed.
Before He Cheats singer. I don't know this. Do you know that song? I don't know anything she sings.
I don't either.
You don't look like a Carrie Underwood fan.
Definitely not.
No. Well, she sings a song, Before He Cheats. It's not about me.
You're not a cheater.
I'm not a cheater. It's about you.
Men aren't cheaters.
They're not? Yeah, I think there's a lot of women who would tend to disagree with your assessment, Jonathan.
Hey,
other stars,
I stand with what
other stars that are set to appear at the parade. By the way, talking about, I saw the comments before. I wanted to ask because I don't know 100%. But Carol Anderson, the Tiger, said ginger tea. She drinks it every day, so she would know. Am I drinking like a ton of caffeine right now?
I don't feel like ginger has caffeine.
I don't know. Why do I think ginger tea has caffeine in it?
Because it has a sharp taste.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. So anyways, at the parade, it's going to be Kristen Chenoweth, Darren Criss, Kim Petras. Who's Kim Petras? Chris Lane, Andy Grammer, Nelly, we know, Kelly Rowland.
We know her.
And they're going to have performances from 3 different musicals, 6, Moulin Rouge, and Wicked.
Oh.
Yeah. And of course, special appearance from, you know him.
Santa
Claus. No Thanksgiving Day parade is complete without the big fat jolly guy.
Come on.
Right. And we're not talking about Pumpkin. We're talking about Santa Claus. All right. There's an evil pumpkin and there's a happy Santa Claus, right?
Yep. They are going in the comments. I stand by what I said. Men aren't cheaters.
Oh, Yo, I think you're going to lose that one. Yo-Yo's losing that one. Not to say women don't cheat too. Right. But I would say...
Don't say more.
I would
you don't
say
know
this.
Unless we know.
I don't know.
Ronald McDonald wouldn't say this.
Anecdotally, I would say men cheat more than women. But there are men who don't cheat, and there are also women who don't cheat. But that's my take on it. Meanwhile, let me ask you this question, Yo-Yo.
Go ahead.
I gotta drink some tea.
Oh yeah, right. I gotta drink some tea
for that. By the way, this is not even Wednesday, right? We're getting into this.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. When are you eating your Thanksgiving dinner?
So I like to eat mine towards the evening, so like 6, 7. I like to, but then we eat it around like...
Public service announcement. Carol Anderson says it does not have caffeine. It's an herb tea. There you go.
There you go.
There you
Thank
go. All right, Jay Rhymes, you're off the hook. I won't call you at 2 a.m.
We could go for a second round.
If I'm up at 2 a.m, I was going to blame Jay Rhymes,
right.
but now I can't blame him anymore. It's just going to be my own anxiety, not the caffeine.
Not the caffeine.
So when are you eating Thanksgiving dinner, by the way?
So I would ideally like to eat it around like between 6 and 7.
Between 6 and 7.
6.
But some people like 2. Some people like 2. Some people like 3, 4 o'clock.
No. And I don't eat the whole day. I might eat like a little some snack in the in the morning, but I don't eat so I can save my appetite.
So Kelly Ripa, you know Kelly from Kelly and Ryan, she started a whole controversy on the internet because she said on our show on Friday, Thanksgiving dinner is dinner, which means it should happen at dinner time. She doesn't understand why people are having Thanksgiving dinner between 2 and 4 p.m. That's lunch. That's not lunch. Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm quoting her. I do not understand everyone's... Oh, we have a video. Let's see the video.
I do not understand everybody's obsession with having Thanksgiving dinner at 2 p.m. and then you're hungry again at 6 and 7 and 8.
She's very passionate about that.
Well, I don't know what kind of Thanksgiving dinner she's going to, but
No,
they
people
might.
do.
But if you're having Thanksgiving dinner at 2:00,
That's weird
and
to
you're
me.
hungry at 6:00, you're not having Thanksgiving dinner. You're eating salad.
Right.
All right, look at her. She's probably eating salad anyway at Thanksgiving dinner.
No.
All right, you
But
can't be hungry 4 hours after eating a Thanksgiving dinner, even at 2:00. You're stuffing your face at Thanksgiving.
But see, the thing is, you get the itis after. So then every time you sleep, you'll wake up, and then an hour later you're like, I'm kind of hungry again. So you don't get that once you eat Thanksgiving dinner. But if you're eating that too, then you're gonna, you get the itis. You wake up at like 4, 5. And then by 6:00, 7:00, you want to eat again. But so like I can say, if you are single, you're young, you're not spending it with your family, then you would like a 2:00 because you can go and jump the houses.
That's true. But if if with your family.
With your family, which is how I spend it.
You got to start dinner by 4 or 5 o'clock because everyone's congregating by 12, 1 o'clock. All right, you're talking. What are you going to do for the 7 hours till 7 o'clock? No one says come over. The family doesn't say come over at 7. You're over at your family's by 1 o'clock. You got nothing to do, so they got to start serving food. That's what I think.
So what time do you like to?
I like to eat between 5 and 6.
Okay, so that's cool.
So I don't eat the lunch. I have breakfast. So I have a nice breakfast.
Yeah, don't
no
eat
lunch. And go hungry to dinner at 5.
Yeah.
And then stuff your face with the turkey and the stuffing and the potatoes and all sorts of potatoes. Sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, regular potatoes, those little potatoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The little ones?
The little ones.
Yeah, all the different potatoes.
Whew.
Meanwhile,
tell us what you guys like for Thanksgiving dinner, though. Let me know.
Meanwhile, still on the cheating. All right, people are going crazy on at least Facebook. Jessica Kalimi saying men don't cheat. Yeah, right. And I was born a man.
What?
And It's Apple Pie says no women ever cheat, Brad. Just kidding. Just kidding. So, what are we all eating dinner for Thanksgiving?
So we could agree to 6:00.
Yeah.
5 to 6.
I think 2 is too early.
2 is way too early.
And like 7, 8 o'clock to have a big dinner and then lie in your stomach.
8 is too late as well. I would say
way too
6.
late. Way too
6
late.
is
way
good.
too late.
6 is a good time.
By the way, Willie L. Williams says he's working on Thanksgiving.
Oh, I have a friend that's working on Thanksgiving too.
But did you see Target said they're going to close on Thanksgiving because they don't want their employees to have to work on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
And Target's probably going to lose a lot of money from that.
Yeah. Well, they'll probably reopen for Black Friday.
Yes, they'll make it all up on Black Friday.
Right.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
But there's a big thing. I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe Willie L. Williams is a truck driver, right?
Oh, that makes sense.
So he's probably, driving right now. By the way, he's in high demand.
Yeah.
Okay, truck drivers are in high demand. But there is a big push now, certainly on the internet, for everybody to be off on Thanksgiving.
Would you rather be off on Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Would I rather be off on Thanksgiving or Christmas? Me personally, given the choice?
Yes.
I would rather be off on Thanksgiving than Christmas. But
okay,
I'm a Bernstein.
Yes, well, I do understand that.
So perhaps if I was an Elias or an O'Brien.
Can you guess what I'd rather be off on?
Christmas.
Absolutely.
Of course. Right. The only thing open on Christmas is the Chinese restaurant. So
right.
You're either eating at home or you're going to a Chinese restaurant.
Casinos.
Right. Maybe. Yes. All right. So we got to talk Britney Spears quickly.
Okay, let's do it.
Because we gave. But Britney Spears, she's out of a conservatorship after 13 years. The mother wants to have Thanksgiving dinner with her, and you know who she has to thank for being out of this? It's her fans.
Her fans.
Her fans.
Absolutely.
Did it. If she didn't have fans, she'd be screwed for life.
Yeah.
And nobody would have cared.
Too, and
nobody would have cared.
She gives them the credit.
Nobody would have cared. She even said, she put out a video. She said, "Good God, I love my fans so much. It's crazy. I think I'm going to cry the rest of the day. Hashtag freed Britney."
Yeah.
Freed Britney, not free. Freed.
Freed. Because she's now free. That's a new hashtag.
Yeah, new hashtag.
Yeah.
But imagine all the people who are having these conservatorship problems, who are not
that
Britney
don't have
Spears. They don't
fans
have fans. They don't have Britney Spears. fans. She's not Britney Spears. They're not famous people.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Now, what is the deal with the mother? The mother allowed the father to do this for 13 years.
Right.
And now all of a sudden she's like, oh, I was really fighting for Britney this whole time. And, I wish
I
she'd
never
come
saw
for Thanksgiving.
anything from her. No videos,
Never.
no posts, no anything from her saying that, Jamie should not be doing what he's doing. So
You know what I think? I think everyone had their hands in the pot.
absolutely.
The mother, the
sister, the father,
Jinx. Who won?
double jinx. Brad.
Thank you.
He said 3 times. See, you follow the rules.
I
Good
follow
job.
the rules.
Good
right,
job.
Right. Either that or punch me.
Right.
All of a sudden, yo gets up and just smacks me in the
But
face.
I would do it right here when the picture is there, so they wouldn't see me.
All of a sudden, you come back, my nose is bleeding. I'm like, what the heck happened? Well,
What happened?
I can talk now. All right, and let's go to a Thanksgiving story. Two Thanksgiving stories, by the way, both nice.
Okay.
Before we get to our immigration
nice.
questions. All right. Susan Orrego Villegas and her husband Edward. They recently moved from Columbia to Brookline, Massachusetts. Columbia, the country in South America.
Okay, not Columbia, Maryland.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them, they're international students. They've never experienced a Thanksgiving before.
Okay.
So when they came on student visas and all their fellow classmates were telling them, where they're going off for Thanksgiving, they felt a little sad that they have no family here. They don't even know what Thanksgiving is. It's not a celebration in Colombia.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what to do with themselves. So on October 26th, Susanna posted a photo of her and her husband asking if anyone was willing to share Thanksgiving dinner with them.
Oh.
In the post, she wrote, "We are a super lovely couple. I want to know more about American culture. I want to have our first traditional Thanksgiving with an American family."
Okay.
And within a few days, more than 100 people commented, some from around the United States of America. She got over 100 invites to Thanksgiving dinner. She said she made the post with no expectations, only for people to give us recommendations to go for a restaurant that would be open.
Oh. And that's not even the real feel of Thanksgiving.
And they finally chose to go to nurse practitioner Carol Lesser, who lives less than 10 minutes from the couple.
Perfect.
And she was chosen of all the 100+ people
Wow.
who invited them to dinner. They were very popular.
Right.
She says, "I woke up one morning and saw it come across my feed, and I had this instantaneous reaction to reach out." This is the nurse, Carol Lesser. "This beautiful woman's post spoke to me. She had a genuine curiosity in what we do here for the holidays." So that is the spirit of Thanksgiving.
I love that.
That is the spirit of Thanksgiving.
Is that them?
I don't think that they had the Thanksgiving dinner yet. That's the Lesser family from a different Thanksgiving.
Right. So they're joining them?
They're joining this family.
They
are joining this family.
That's a good Thanksgiving to experience.
And do you remember? We've talked about this story almost every Thanksgiving.
The grandma?
Grandma.
Yes.
What started out as a text to a wrong number has led to years of friendship and shared Thanksgiving meals for Jamal Hinton and Wanda Dench. It's now a holiday tradition, 6 years.
The entire world literally waits for the picture that he posts saying that she's invited him again.
Yes, it's great. It's every year.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't remember, the grandma sent a wrong text message, and she's an old elderly white lady to this young black man.
Yeah.
And she goes, "What time are you coming for Thanksgiving?"
He's like,
and,
"Who's this?"
"Who's this?" And she goes, "I'm inviting you to thank your grandma." And he goes, "Oh, I don't have a grandma."
Yeah, he was like, because I remember exactly what he said. He was like, "Well, send me a picture."
Right.
And then she sent the picture. It's like a white lady, and he sent a picture of himself like this. He's like, "You ain't my grandma, but can I still get a plate?"
Right, that was it. That was the story.
I remember.
Right.
I remember
that's
this
exactly
so
what
much.
happened. Right. I'm like, yep, I got you. So 6 years later, she invited him.
Yeah.
And they've had this friendship with the family. There they are now.
They are.
And they're still 6 years later having Thanksgiving
but it's so
dinner
sad,
together.
They lost the husband.
Lonnie. He died
due
of
to COVID last year. So that was really really sad.
So Hinton,
look at them. You see they have
Hinton. She's the Hinton is the young man, right? and Dench is the grandma. So hinted the young man.
Wanda and Jamal.
Right, told Time that each year the Thanksgiving dinner serves as a time to catch up on each other's lives and events. He said they rarely watch TV and instead spend hours talking and laughing. Time just kind of flies. We don't even realize how long we've been together there. They're really good company, he said, describing their dinners together. And what's also amazing is not only the racial difference, but the age difference. And they have such a great time.
Yeah, he started bringing his girlfriend.
Yeah, I saw the picture. Yeah,
because he didn't have a girlfriend at the time.
Well,
so like
he got
throughout
famous
the
now.
years,
Yeah, he got
right.
famous. He got, you know.
So it's family does not always have to be blood, and this right here is a perfect example.
No.
Yeah,
and both great Thanksgiving Day stories.
I love that. That was great.
All right, so that was our schmoozing yo-yo.
Yeah.
But we put together for our Thanksgiving Day show, because tomorrow we're all leaving for parts of the world unknown for Thanksgiving. But this Thanksgiving, we asked our very own Spar and Bernstein and Bradshaw Live crew what they are thankful for, and we're going to also ask you what you guys are thankful for, because after this video, Yo-Yo and I will read off some of the things that our squad is thankful for as well. Let's go.
This year, I'm really thankful that my whole family is going to get to be together for Thanksgiving, because it was harder last year with coronavirus.
I'm thankful for my family, just being alive, just happy stuff. Just being alive, This year has been crazy, coronavirus.
I am thankful for my family, my loved ones, my friends, Brad and Bradshaw Live, the Brad Squad, the fact that we have a show that helps so many people and have brought so many people together. So I have a lot to be thankful for.
I'm just thankful for every day just being able to wake up in the morning and just, be able to just appreciate life for what it throws at me, and, just being around just like all my family, friends, and of course, my dog Cooper.
I'm thankful for Brad, and he's my good friend and my mentor, and he works out with me.
I am thankful for having a beautiful family and a beautiful job in 2021.
I'm thankful for pretzels.
Well, I'm thankful to be alive today. I'm thankful that my family are around me. And I'm most thankful that we're kind of having peace. Not totally yet, but it's on its way.
I'm thankful for my family and health, that we're all healthy and happy.
I am thankful for my life, my goals, my ambitions. I am thankful for my family and the friends that support me all the way.
I am thankful for all of my ilk, and of course, Pimpa.
I'm thankful that we are able to come back from COVID and get together, and also really like going to live shows, so we were able to do that too.
Well, I'm thankful for joining the Brad team. I'm new to the team. My name is Lynne, and I'm just happy for good coworkers, good friends, and family.
I am thankful for being alive, having people that I love in my life, and just being able to experience life with them, the good and the bad, because it's all a part of our journey.
Did I say I'm thankful for pretzels? Because I really, really am.
Well, I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for the health of my friends and family. I am thankful for the health of everybody that I know. That is number one. Number two, I'm very thankful for all of the help that Spar and Bernstein has given to so many people. I'm also thankful for the staff here at Bradshaw Live, who gives me the opportunity to provide you guys with all the information that you need to make the right choices in your life.
Everyone sits in the kitchen while we cook all day, so even the people who aren't cooking, we all hang out there all day while we're making the turkey and getting all the food ready, and that's always a lot of fun.
When everybody comes over to our house on Thanksgiving, we usually stand around a circle and say what we're thannkful for, so that's a yearly tradition we do.
We always have delicious leftovers the next day for a cold dinner, and it's really yummy.
Get together. We have 2 Thanksgivings, one on Thursday, one on Friday. We just all surround each other every single holiday, and we just have, big old feasts.
A Thanksgiving tradition that my family usually does is the turkey is always stuffed with some form of rice, couscous, or other type of carbohydrate.
Generally, the family get together and have meals and meet friends and family members. But for me, I just get drunk and disorderly.
Yeah, a lot of food, turkey, the usual stuff.
We go around in a circle and say what we're thankful for, and we share a memory of prior Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving tradition that we have is that we pray before we eat and thank God for all his blessings.
Getting together with the whole family, carving up a turkey, the stuffing, the potatoes, the whole works.
Well, my family, it's a pretty large family, so we all get together, of course, around the dinner table. Lots of food, lots of jokes, lots of good times.
We don't play games, okay? We have to dress up. Like, if we're cooking all day, we're really not cooking, the moms are. But if they're cooking all day and we're chilling around the house, we have to go upstairs once dinner's ready and come down as if it is a red carpet event. So that is our tradition, to just be together, love each other. And it's my favorite time of the year because we don't really get to see each other that much.
Definitely macaroni and cheese.
Probably my Nana's ribs. Love the ribs.
Yeah. I love turkey. I'm sorry to say that for all the turkeys out there, but I do. I love turkey and I love stuffing.
My aunt's stuffing hits the spot.
The cranberry sauce, which I put on everything.
I love stuffing, and I really only have it on Thanksgiving.
Of course, the turkey.
I hate turkey, so it's anything else except turkey. Chicken, pasta, but no turkey.
Probably mac and cheese.
I think pumpkin pie. I just eat it in Thanksgiving and I just like it.
My favorite Thanksgiving dish is the sweet potato pie with marshmallow.
Regular Thanksgiving food, I like the turkey, I like the mashed potatoes, I like the mac and cheese, I like the greens, I like the stuffing, I even like the string bean casserole. That's not really a big side dish that people talk about, but I like that. I just love all of that because it feeds my soul. And I don't mind if they touch, the yams can touch the mac and cheese. Listen, it's a part of magic, magic that happens in my mouth, and I can't wait for it. So happy Thanksgiving, guys.
And we had a lot of thankful comments.
Yes. We have Jessica Leamy, Joelle Davis saying, I'm thankful for my family. Cordella Douglas saying, I'm thankful for life and all my family are alive. Albert Grant saying, I'm thankful for my family making it through the pandemic, my job, a roof over our head, for what the good Lord has in store for us.
Nina God Pickney, I'm thankful for my family. I'm also glad my brother from Jamaica would join me this year for his first Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
That's really nice. Joan Erica, I'm just thankful that God has always made a way for me, even when I don't have a clue what to do. Amidst my circumstances, God always shows me favor. And Willie L. Williams,
you already know
he is announcing his age, 58.
Yeah.
And he's going strong and alive.
And
he
not
said, and not in jail. That's what he says. Thank God you're not in jail, Willie L. Williams. And Christine Bennett says, I'm thankful I'm alive and well, and that no one in the family died of COVID. That's thankful.
Big blessing.
Yes. And Carol the Tiger, I'm thankful for my family, grandchildren, and great health, my friends, and that have peace, happiness, and love go around. And I don't know if you see anything else.
It's Apple Pie saying, I'm thankful for the opportunities I've been given, thankful for my life and family. And I know that we're very thankful.
On YouTube, Ann Singh says she's very thankful to Mr. Brad. That's me.
Oh.
As a faithful fan, I had not followed and listened to you. I won't have gotten through with my green card. Glory be to God. Blessings to you all. Love you, Mr. Brad.
We love that.
Right.
Oh.
Thankful to us. Thank you. And of course to the big man upstairs.
Yes. And obviously we are all thankful for you guys. We could not do any of this without the Brad Squad. So we're definitely thankful for y'all and that you are alive and well as well.
Yeah, the show doesn't work without them.
It doesn't.
We'd be talking to nobody. And we'd be communicating with nobody.
Yeah.
Right? We'd be interacting with nobody.
There you go.
Yeah, and by the way, Mr. Tux said he got his booster. He had no symptoms or illness, unlike me. So that's why I said you never know.
You never know.
You never know. And I also saw that 2 people on YouTube, but now I don't see it anymore. They agreed. Yep, it was Himmel Clar. Ginger tea is an herbal tea, no caffeine.
Yep.
And Yolanda Taylor also says ginger tea has no caffeine. So we have now heard it from 3 people. Jay Rhymes is off the hook.
There we go.
I only know one thing I'm certain about, Yo-Yo.
What?
Immigration answers.
Yes.
Your questions.
Yes,
Let's
this
do
is
it.
true.
And we're going to do it. By the way, I forgot because the I was supposed to do this. That's the cue.
Yes.
I didn't do this.
Oh, you didn't. Okay. It's all good.
All good. Shira. Or Shira. Shira, we're coming to you. Poor person. I don't know if it's a man or woman. I think it's a woman. We'll find out in a second. Waiting over 1 hour to speak to us. Shira.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing okay, and how are you?
Good. I'm just bending down because I lost my volume, and I got to raise your volume up a little bit. There we go. All right, what can I do to help you today?
So I'm calling in just to ask a question.
Uh-huh.
So my stepmother...
Your what?
My siblings and I...
Wait, I lost you. Your stepmother what? I don't hear you.
My sisters are back home.
Do you hear, Jonathan? Shira, stop. I don't hear you. You're just making noise. You waited a long time, so I don't want to disconnect you. But she doesn't hear me. All right, we're going to put you on hold, Shira, because you don't hear us after waiting all that time. I feel bad, but up and I just disconnected myself here. You know what happens, Jonathan? When I wear certain pants, this thing keeps falling out.
Yeah, that's why I just keep
all right, there we go. All right. I should have saved that line for Wednesday. When I wear certain pants, this thing keeps falling out. That's not a Tuesday line. All right, Renardo in Queens. Renardo.
Yes, Brad,
what's going on?
Brad, are they still failing you if you fail a medical, in any petition and you fail a medical for marijuana? Is that still going on?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. If you have marijuana in your system and they test for it, you would be turned down for drug abuse.
Okay. Second question.
Yes.
Final question. If you got deported from another country and your petition for this country, will that affect the process?
Depends why were you deported.
All right, say murder.
Murder? Yes. Say murder? You think you got deported from another country for murder? And that's going to affect coming to America? Come on, man. What?
I'm being petitioned in the U.S.
Yes, if you were deported from another country because you were convicted of murder, they are not going to allow you into the United States. That's an aggravated felony.
Are there any other crimes that if you do in another country that they will not allow you in the United States?
If you commit a murder in another country and you're found guilty of it, you will not be allowed into the United States of America.
But are there a crime if you're found guilty of from other countries, you will not be permitted to enter
Depends
the US?
what the crime is. In other words, there has to be an analogous inadmissibility to the United States of America. So, for example, if you are found guilty of possession of a knife, possession of a knife is not inadmissible to the United States of America. So if you're found guilty of possession of a knife, that won't prevent you from coming to the United States. If you're found guilty of possession of marijuana, more than 30 grams, that's inadmissible without a waiver. Even if it was in another country, you would not be ever allowed into the United States of America, even for something minor like that.
Wow. Okay, Brian, thanks.
All right. Let's go back to Shira in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hello?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, now I hear you. What's going on?
All right, so I'm calling because my stepmom put in a petition for my siblings and I. However, my siblings is back home in Jamaica and I'm in America, right? So what they did was that I was on a visa, but no, I overstayed. So they filed my I-30, however, it was approved, but they didn't put in the I-485 at the same time.
How old are you?
When I spoke,
How old are you?
I'm 23.
When was the I-130 filed?
It was filed last year.
You were over 21 when it was filed?
Yes.
Okay, so you're on a waiting list for a green card that's going to be about another 4 more years.
That is correct.
That is correct, yes.
So is it that when I after the waiting list is there I have to go back to my own country, or is there a waiver that I can do?
You need to do a waiver before you go back to your home country. You have to file a provisional waiver. Other than that, if you go home without the waiver, you wouldn't be allowed to come back for 10 years.
Okay, all right. That's my question. Thank you so much.
Let's go to Kay in Atlanta.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Kay.
Hi, how are you?
Good, Kay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm celebrating my birthday today.
Happy birthday to you. Jonathan has a birthday song for you. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yo-Yo with a birthday song for Kay.
Go Dr. Love.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
There you go. You just got to. I want you to know something, Jonathan. Every day people are going to call up and say it's my birthday. We're going to have Jonathan.
Only for Kay.
We're going to have Jonathan singing all day long
Only
here.
for Kay.
All right, Kay. What can I do to help you today?
Okay, so I have 2 questions for you.
Yes.
So my husband did a petition for both me and my daughter, and we recently received our 10-year green card, both of us. He wasn't a citizen at the time when my daughter was born, so my daughter is 9. So we want to know how soon can he make the adjustment for her to be a citizen?
Okay, she has a green card now.
Yes.
All right, when you say that it's your daughter, it's his daughter as well?
Yes, both of us.
Okay, so, and she lives with him, correct? And
Yes.
you're living
All right.
together as a family. She's a citizen today.
Yes.
Congratulations to her. Well, all you have to do is apply for a U.S. passport, prove that your daughter lives with her biological father, you guys are married, he's a citizen, she has a green card, she's under 18. Also apply for an N-600, it's a certificate of citizenship. She'll have both a certificate of citizenship and her passport, but she's a citizen today.
Okay, so I could do that tomorrow morning.
You can do it tonight.
Okay, thank you. My next question, my mom petitioned for my sisters, and their documents was qualified, and they haven't received an appointment as yet, but they had received email 3 or 4 times to say they don't have a date available, and they're in Jamaica. They're 30 years old and 42. What should they do?
It's not a lot you can do unless there is a humanitarian emergency that they need to be here. The embassy in Jamaica has been closing down, and when it does open, it opens with a very skeletal staff. They're over probably 18 months backlogged in scheduling appointments.
Okay. And my last question, I said 2, but my last question, is it possible where my daughter could, where we could apply for a food stamp for her?
You can apply for food stamps for your child. You're all permanent residents of the United States. It is always possible that when you do, that the U.S. government can turn around and try to collect the money that they're giving your daughter for food stamps from her father. Actually, no, she could apply. I'll tell you why. I take it back. You want to know why?
Why?
She's a U.S. citizen now. The affidavit of support is no longer good anymore for her. So they could. So even if I was about to say they can go back and try to collect the money from him, but then I forgot your first question. She's a U.S. citizen. So once your daughter becomes a U.S. citizen, the affidavit of support is out the window.
Okay, because I didn't know she's a citizen because I received the green card, so I never know she
You're
is
a
now.
green card holder. When did you get your green card?
We get it on September of this year.
So you and your husband became a citizen when?
2019.
Okay, so 3 years from this past September, you could apply for your naturalization. So your daughter can apply for food stamps now because she's a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
All right. All good.
Okay, thank you.
You're very
Have
welcome.
a great night.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's go to Lucky in Miami. Lucky.
Hey, Brad.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Same to you.
Hey, basically, I'm calling on behalf of my sister. She's on a 2-year green card, going through a VAWA. Well, actually, she can't get the VAWA because there's no proof of any domestic violence. But her husband found out. He has friends, and he's a smart guy. He figured it out. So he basically filed for divorce, but she doesn't want to do the divorce unless she adds some sort of no contact clause. Is that something that she should do, or she just sign for the divorce and call it a day?
If she's fearful of her life, she should get an order of protection against her husband. If she's not fearful for her life and it's a bunch of BS, then she shouldn't. I mean, it's just, what is the truth here? As far as a VAWA case is concerned, if there was abuse, physical abuse, extreme emotional abuse, and she has a pending VAWA case, the fact that she's getting a divorce would not affect the VAWA case.
Okay, so this is what Gregory is the name of the husband. There's no proof of abuse, but she wants to add the no contact clause in the divorce agreement so she could submit it as a VAWA.
So what are you asking me? Is it okay to file a fraudulent application? No, it's not.
Well,
it would be. What you're saying is there's no abuse, and she wants to do a order of protection, so she has some evidence of abuse that never happened.
Yeah, no evidence, because the judge said there's no evidence here.
If there's abuse, you do it. If there isn't, you don't. That's the bottom line.
Okay, Gregory says just go ahead. She doesn't want to sign the divorce because Gregory says that he basically wants to do the divorce, but she's still on a 2-year green card. I said, just sign off on the divorce.
If she, all right, 1 second, sir. Couple things, okay? Number one, if she has a 2-year green card, you're not filing a VAWA case because she already has a 2-year green card. Number two, you're calling me up and asking me how this woman should commit fraud, and I'm telling you she shouldn't. Number three, this is a situation where you're asking questions about how a woman can climb a fence to get a green card when she can walk right through the door. If she has a 2-year green card and you get a divorce, she can file to remove the conditions and get her 10-year green card based on the fact that she's divorced, as long as she can prove it was a real marriage. I assume it was. If it wasn't, then she's got a bigger problem.
That's what I'm trying to tell her. She's still holding.
Well, then she's a dumb woman. Listen to Lucky and listen to Brad. All right?
Thanks, Brad.
Okay.
Thanks, Brad.
Let's go to Brian in Brooklyn.
Good night, Brad.
How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good.
I'm a permanent resident in New York right now, and my wife and 2 kids are here. I would like to know if I could file for adjustment of status.
Are they in legal status at the moment?
Yeah, they've been here for 5 months.
Okay, so they got 6 months on their visitor's visa, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can file, as long as you file the adjustment before they fall out of status, you can file an adjustment now. Do you have an I-130 pending for them?
No.
Okay. So you would file one I-130 visa petition for your spouse. The children would be derivative, and you file adjustments for everybody. You probably have less than 30 days to do it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Let's go to Lily K. in Los Angeles. Hi, Lily K.
Thank you so much for your show.
My pleasure.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
So first one, my interview was in 2019.
Right.
And after that interview, I didn't hear anything from USCIS. But last month, in October, I have home visit. So I would like to know after home visit how long it takes to get some response from USCIS. I just want to say in this November, it will be 2 years after my interview.
It was a home visit to to see if you and your spouse were living together?
Yes.
And what did they discover when they came for the home visit?
They came. It was like morning time, 9 a.m. My husband was at the work, so I invite them to home. They didn't come. Just they asked some documentation, like I show my husband's passport, his citizenship documentation, a certificate.
Did they walk around and look in the closet to see if he had clothes there?
They
and stuff?
didn't come. They didn't come. They
Okay.
say we are okay. Just
Okay,
I
so
show
then the
all
answer is
stuff.
this. You should have already gotten a green card. And if you didn't, at some point you got to start thinking about filing a mandamus or threatening to file a mandamus, which is to force the government to do their job.
Mm-hmm.
You probably got forgotten about because they came for
month?
they came for the investigation right before COVID, then COVID hit, and you probably got forgotten about.
No, they came to our home last month.
Oh, last month.
In November. 2 years, they came last month.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought
want
they
to know-
came 2 years ago. If they came last
No.
month, then give them 120 days from the time that they came. If you still don't have any decision from them, call us and we'll do a mandamus.
Okay, got it. And second question, my husband wants to file for his mother. My husband, he's a citizen.
Right.
Is it correct to do now, or we need to wait?
No, you don't have to
decision for
wait.
my-
You can file for his mother now.
Okay, got it. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Jonathan in Whittier, California. Jonathan,
Hi, Brad. Thank you so much for taking my call.
how are you?
Good. Yourself?
Good, good. Where are you near Whittier Boulevard?
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
Want to know why I know Whittier Boulevard?
Why is that?
That's where my son lives.
Nice. Yeah, I'm right by Woodwood, uptown.
Yeah. He goes to Whittier College there. What am I going to do?
Oh, nice.
What are we going to do to help you today?
Okay, sir. So I'm 30 years old. My mom petitioned for me in 1994. She filed an I-130. We never followed up with it. I want to marry a U.S. citizen. It's a legitimate marriage. We've been together for over 5 years now.
Right.
And we want to get married. But in reviewing the applications for when you marry a U.S. citizen, it asks a question. It says, illegal entries and other immigration violations. Have you ever falsely claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or in other way or in another way?
Right.
And
So why do you think you made a false claim to U.S. citizenship?
When I applied for a job, I remember filling out an I-9, and I genuinely made an honest mistake, and I put that I was a U.S. citizen because that's all I was taught to do. Since I was here about, my mom brought me to the United States when I was 3 months old.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a problem. And I think you're going to need a private personal consultation at this point.
Okay.
All right, hold on one second. Let's go to Tanya in Queens.
Hello, good night.
Hi, how are you?
Not bad.
What's your question,
So
Tanya?
okay. My mom petitioned for me, right? My priority date is August 2017, right? But I came here on a work visa, and I overstayed my work visa. Now, the I-31 has approved, and we got back a letter because I was in Jamaica at the time when she petitioned for me. But now I'm here in the USA, and the paperworks are coming through. They send a paper with it. We're supposed to make
Who sponsored you?
CEAC.
Who sponsored you?
My mom.
Okay, and how old are you?
37 now.
Okay, how did your mom, I assume she's a citizen, right?
No, she's a permanent
How did
resident.
she get her green card?
Her son.
Her son. All right, has she ever tried to get a green card any other way?
No.
Did you ever try to get a green card anyway?
No.
How long have you been here?
2019, 20,
All right,
21.
So
almost 3 years.
All right, so you need to file a provisional waiver. So you have to write the National Visa Center, let them know you want to file a provisional waiver, file your provisional waiver, prove extreme hardship to your mother, get that waiver, then travel home to get your green card and come back. Other than that, you'll get stuck.
Oh, I can't do an adjustment of status?
No, not based on this case.
Okay.
All right, you need help. Hold on. Let's go to Latoya in Queens. Latoya.
Hi, Brad.
Hi,
Good
Latoya.
morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm calling about my petition. I came to the U.S. 2017. That's the November 4th. I got married the August the 27th, 2018. I put in my papers and I filed an abusement on my husband. He's American citizen.
When did you file the abuse case?
I filed it like 1 year after we got married.
Okay, so what is your question?
I've been waiting 2 years for my work permit and to hear back from them.
Okay.
No, I just got my work permit since a month ago.
Okay, great.
I've been waiting 2 years.
I don't know why it took so long, but okay.
So I just got it. The work permit I got, it is aid advanced parole I-512.
Okay,
right?
so what is the question?
Yeah. I'm asking how long would they take for me to approve for the green card?
I don't know when you'll get your green card, but I can tell you that VAWA cases are taking approximately 3 years these days.
And is it look great since I got the work permit?
No, it doesn't look great. If you got your work permit, it just means that you filed the right forms. Did you get a prima facie determination?
Yes.
If you got a prima facie determination, that's a good sign.
Yes, I got that.
That's a good sign.
I'm suffering enough from abuse.
That is a good sign then.
Okay.
So your good sign on the VAWA case is you got the prima facie determination. If you got your work permit, all that means is you filled out the right forms.
Yes, I did. This lawyer did everything for me. So I have to just wait on the green card, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Okay.
Let's go to Kay in Frankfort, Kentucky. Kay.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Good.
I'm good. Hey, Brad, I have two questions, one for myself and one for a friend. So, I'm a writing alien, married to a U.S. citizen with 2 kids. I have misrepresentation, which is fraud in the year 2010, way back in my country. I filed my I-130, I-485, and it's still pending for 363 days. So I'm asking if I'm eligible to get a green card.
What was the fraud?
The fraud was misrepresentation.
What was the misrepresentation? Tell me the facts. Give me the facts.
Yeah. So the fact was the passport that I took to the embassy was has a visa in there, which was washed, which was somebody's visa that was washed in there. So that was they said a visa fraud, which doesn't belong to me.
All right. So how did you come to the U.S.?
I came through the border to seek asylum.
Oh, you seeked asylum. Okay. Yes. So there is a misrepresentation. You would need to file a waiver. Perhaps you were justified on that misrepresentation if you were trying to escape persecution. You would still need to show extreme hardship to your spouse. But yes, you would need a waiver. But there is a potential for you to get a green card.
Okay. So what type of waiver do I need?
601 for misrepresentation.
Okay. And then the second one is a friend that also came here through the U.S.
One question per person. I can't answer all the questions of all your friends because we got too many people to go through. All right?
Okay.
Tell your friend to call us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to Dukins in Boston, Massachusetts.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, bud. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Thank you for taking my call. So,
my pleasure.
I have a question. So, I got a 2 years green card, and then I filed by myself because I got divorced from my wife, and then they give me extension, and then the extension was expired, and then they give me a stamp on my passport. After that, they request me for my evidence for a real marriage, and then it's like 7 months. They never answer me after they ask me for evidence.
You're probably going to schedule you for an interview.
So this month or next month?
I don't know what month, but you're going to get an interview at some point in the future. You and your wife, you'll have to go prove it's a bona fide marriage.
No, we're not together anymore. We got divorced.
Then it would just be you.
Oh, okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Let's go to Brian in Seattle.
Hi, Brad. This is Ian.
Ian, excuse me.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. I had a question. I have a 2-year green card, and I just filed for I-7, the I-751.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I-751. So I already got the feedback from them that they received it, and they told me that I need to wait for 18 more months. But I'm due for citizenship to file. The only problem is I have a but the misdemeanor was evacuated. Is it evacuation? It was vacated.
You have an arrest, but it was vacated.
Yeah.
So basically, you have an arrest, but no conviction.
It was. I had an arrest, a conviction. That's in 2015.
When did you get your green card?
2018.
When you got your green card in 2018, did they know about this arrest in 2015?
Yes, because I had to give them
Then
the
this has
proof.
no effect on your citizenship. File your citizenship, as long as they were aware of it.
So the other question is, when I file the citizenship, in the question, have you ever committed a crime? Do I?
The answer is yes.
And then I say it was vacated.
And then it was vacated. Correct.
Okay. And will there be anything when I want to travel?
You got your green card. What happens is, if you have an arrest and they gave you a green card and they're aware of this arrest, everything that happened up to the point you got your green card, you're good. So you can travel, you can do your citizenship, do whatever you want. You're fine. Either they said the conviction is not inadmissible, or you did a waiver, or whatever it is, you got your green card. So from the moment you got your green card, life resets for you. Anything you did in the past, you're good. Anything you do in the future, obviously, could come back and haunt you. You've had a clean record since you got your green card. You can travel, do your citizenship.
So that means with the vacated criminal history, I'm clean with that.
I can't say it any clearer than that. Yes.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. I'll go ahead and file the citizenship.
Okay, good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's go to Audrey in Long Island.
Hi, Brad. Good night.
Good night. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Okay, so my son is living in Florida, and he had some misdemeanor charges, and he had just, in May of this year, he had submitted his filing for citizenship. He wants to file for me as his mom, but what I'm wondering is will that be a deterrent on my side or his side?
On his side, becoming a citizen, but not on him filing for you. But if he becomes a citizen, yes, he'll file for you.
Also, those misdemeanor charges won't affect him filing for me?
Two things. Number one, he can't file for you until he's a citizen.
I know that.
Number two, assuming he's a citizen, his problems are not your problems. So he can file for you. The $1 million question is, can he become a citizen with these misdemeanors? I don't know what he did.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, good luck. Let's go to Damien in Irvington, New Jersey.
Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
I'm doing good. I have just a question. So I became a green card holder this year.
Right.
In around June. Right. However, something happened with my wife when she filed for me the June before. She was arrested for domestic violence. Something happened, we were arguing, police came to the house, they arrested her. I went to court, I threw the case. I still got my green card in June of this year. However, we were arguing on Saturday. Police came to the house, they arrested me. She took out a restraining order, and I spent 3 days in the county. I was released like last night, right? So I'm now wondering, because my wife wants to drop the case, but we have to go to court on the 1st of December for the
couple things. All right, so couple things. Okay, I'm going to tell you 3 things that I think. Okay, number one is if you're found guilty of any sort of domestic violence, you're going to get deported. Okay, So, number 2, I'll tell you 4 things. Number 2, every time somebody calls the police, know somebody's getting arrested. Number 3, your wife can't drop the charges. It's not her to drop the charges. The charges are brought by the people of the state of New Jersey where you live. So it's up for the prosecutor whether or not he or she thinks he or she can still prove the case even if your wife refuses to testify. Maybe the cops come and testify. Who knows? So you got to speak to your criminal defense attorney about that. And lastly, you and your wife seem to be fighting a lot. Go for counseling, because this is crazy. One minute your wife's getting arrested, the next minute you're getting arrested. It's only going to lead to disaster.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Okay.
All right. Good luck. What's your question?
So my question is this, right? In the event that she when we go to court, she throws out the...
She doesn't throw it out. It's not for her to throw out the charges. As I told you, it's the people of the state of New Jersey. If your wife refuses to testify, they could even charge your wife for like filing false police report if they don't believe her. They can try to prove the case without her.
Okay. Well,
you got to speak to your criminal defense attorney.
Okay.
But ultimately, your question probably is, if the case is dismissed, how does that affect me? You're fine.
Yes.
Okay?
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, if that's your question. Okay. I have to read between the lines what his question is. But it's not for the wife to throw out the charges.
We've got that before as well.
Yes. By the way, if you didn't get your immigration questions asked and answered, you could always follow me on Instagram at RealBradBernstein. If you follow me on Instagram at RealBradBernstein, you can drop me a DM. I'll be happy to answer your question the best I can. You can also follow us at Bradshaw Live. If you can't handle 2 hours of if you can't handle 2 hours of Bradshaw Live, you can handle 2 minutes of Bradshaw Live. Follow us on Instagram at Bradshaw Live. And of course, follow us on our fastest growing social media platform, TikTok. If you follow us on TikTok at Bradshaw Live, you may be even lucky enough to get a personalized video from me answering your immigration questions.
Yep, and you guys can follow me at Jonathan Elias TV on Instagram.
And later on, we are going to visit Judson Memorial Church in Washington Square, New York City, for a celebration of thankfulness that Jean Montrevil has returned to the United States on a 90-day parole after being deported to Haiti in January 2018 for a 30-year aggravated felony charge. We had Jean's family on Bradshaw Live right before his deportation, and this development is very positive in his fight to remain here with his family. We're going to hear from Jean and what he has to say about the immigration system and about what's going on in Haiti.
All right, and next, I went on the streets to quiz people about their knowledge on Thanksgiving trivia. Play along, see how you guys do, and perhaps you'll find out a holiday factoid you'll be able to impress everyone around your holiday table with, like I will. What's up, Brad Squad? This is Jonathan Elias out here in the cold streets of New York, and today I'm feeling a little thankful. Can you guys guess why? It's because this is the week of Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving started off as a day to give thanks for the blessings of the harvest of the preceding year, but now today, we're still giving thanks, but we're actually reflecting on all the great things that have happened to us this year. All right, we're gonna go around and we're gonna quiz some people on some Thanksgiving trivia, and we're gonna ask them what they're thankful for. I want you guys to play along and also let me know what you're thankful for. Let's go. Okay, now the first question. Where was the first Thanksgiving dinner in the United States held? Was it A, Concord, New Hampshire, B, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, C, Plymouth, Massachusetts, or D, Dover, Delaware?
B.
C.
C, you got it. It was Plymouth, Massachusetts. You got it.
Plymouth?
You got it, yeah. Look, see?
I remember from, I guess, junior high school.
There you go. They had all them songs.
A.
C.
It was C. Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be made fun of. I'm gonna say Plymouth, Massachusetts.
There you go. You got it.
Cool. Awesome. Great. Because I thought of Plymouth Rock.
There you go. See? I guess high school and junior high does help for something.
Did something, I guess.
Did something. All right, what was definitely not on the first Thanksgiving feast table? Was it A, turkey, B, potatoes, C, venison, which is deer meat, or D, seafood?
Seafood?
That's what I would think. But it was potatoes. Potatoes weren't really big back in the day at that time.
That's
Isn't that?
Yeah, I would not think that.
Yeah, I would think that they would have all the potatoes.
I was thinking that or the other choice before this. The deer meat?
The deer meat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely had deer meat then.
I'm gonna say turkeys.
It was actually potatoes.
Really? That's interesting.
Right.
Because I knew like it had to be like seafood because they came from they sailed the freaking oceans.
Exactly. So this was not on the Thanksgiving table. Turkey, potatoes, venison, or seafood. The first Thanksgiving.
I'll say seafood. Seafood is
I would have thought seafood too, but it's actually potatoes. Yeah, they didn't have potatoes back then. Like it wasn't popular back then. You say A, turkeys?
seafood.
It was actual potatoes. Potatoes were not on the original feast. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Do you have potatoes on your Thanksgiving dinner?
Usually.
What's gonna be on your Thanksgiving dinner?
Turkey.
On your Thanksgiving table?
Has to be collard greens,
Hey.
mac and cheese,
Yeah.
turkey, ham, cranberry sauce.
You name it. Now, who is known as the mother of Thanksgiving? Is it A, Sarah Josepha Hale, B, Betsy Ross, C, Martha Stewart, or D, Pocahontas?
C. D.
It was not Pocahontas. It was A, Sarah Josepha Hale.
I'm going to guess Martha Stewart for shits and giggles.
And you got it. You got the shits and giggles.
Betsy Ross?
I would have thought that too, but it's A, Sarah Josepha Hale. She actually was the reason why Thanksgiving became a holiday.
Pocahontas.
Okay, and you said A?
A.
It was A. So she was basically the one who brought it to Abraham Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a holiday.
Oh, wow, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, so you learned something.
Thank God for her.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right, now 4. A botched Thanksgiving order led to which invention? A, turkey thermometer, B, turkey burger, C, TV dinners, or D, turkey fryer?
I would say thermometer.
Yeah, that makes sense, but it was actually a TV dinner.
Turkey frying. D. Turkey frying. The turkey fryer.
The turkey fryer?
The turkey fryer.
I'm going to go with the turkey fryer.
Sounds about right, but it was actually a TV dinner.
Oh, really? Cool.
So an employee at C.A. Swanson and Sons ordered way too many turkeys and thought that they would sell out, and after Thanksgiving had a bunch, so they just cut it up, threw it in aluminum foil, and then made TV dinners.
Wow, that's so cool.
There you go. Now you know.
Yeah.
And we like some TV dinners when we in college.
True that, because it's cheap.
Look, easy to make.
Throw it in the microwave and I'm ready to go.
There you go. All right, 2 more.
Okay.
Who was the first president to officially pardon a turkey? Was it Ronald Reagan, Calvin Coolidge, Thomas Jefferson, or George H.W. Bush? So I think every year a president pardons a turkey, says, "Oh, you guys don't kill that turkey."
Oh, yes. Okay. Oh my God.
I feel like it was Thomas Jefferson. I'm gonna go with Thomas Jefferson.
President. Let's just say Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, it was George Bush.
George Bush. Okay. Who would have thought?
Yeah, not me.
No,
so
not many people either.
Okay, it was actually George Bush.
What?
Yeah, the first one in 1989.
Don't know. Thomas Jefferson. I don't know. A.
It is D, George H.W. Bush. Yeah.
Bush?
There you go. That's a good question. That was a good guess.
Clicked in my mind. I maybe read something about it. But
Listen, I would sit next to you even if you were guessing. You got a good guess in mind. And now last, when was the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade held here in New York City? This is your city. The first one. All right. Was it A, 1918, B, 1924, C, 1955, or D, 1969?
man, I could swear recently I had remember something it was the 75th anniversary or something or 100.
Okay.
the 1950.
That don't sound like 75 years.
No.
I'm going to go at 1955.
Well, let's try another one.
Okay. No, wait, that was a stupid answer. What's your name? Day.
C. B.
Yes, you got it!
I don't know. 1918?
1924.
24, okay. Right.
What was the second one?
1924.
I think 1920.
There you go. See, I knew that you had it in there somewhere.
Because it couldn't have been 1918.
No, definitely
because that was no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with B. B.
And you guys got tied. You guys got it. It was 1924B. Good job. You just guessed, and you got it. Last, I want to know. Oh, hey. She's good, right? Last, I want to know, what are you guys thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family. Yeah. What are you thankful for, Ella?
The same.
The same. For your family.
You have an amazing family. What are you thankful for?
Oh wow, that's so crazy because I was just like thanking my friends early, like maybe like half an hour ago, just for being in my life. But like my friends, my family, all of the support and love that they give me for every choice that I make, really, and just like my life. I'm really thankful for my life right now.
It's funny that you asked. I actually sent a message to all my contacts on my phone like a few days ago because I watched a video of a kid who never saw color in his life, and he saw color for the first time, and his reaction. You know, like his reaction just took me, and then I messaged everyone like, be thankful for your fingers, for the tongue, for the eyes, you know.
We take that for granted.
And a lot of people don't have those things, so I'm thankful for like everything, every little blessing that I've been blessed with.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Well, I'm thankful for my friends and my family. My sister.
Oh, give a hug. Oh, I love that. Thank you guys so much. Well, there you have it, Brad Squad. That was an awesome game. I hope that you guys enjoyed this trivia of Thanksgiving. It's a lot of information that I never knew about. You could see all the people I actually interviewed, they didn't know about. I wonder if you guys did. But last, I want you guys to put everything that you're thankful for in the comments below. This is Jonathan Elias, and back to the studio.
All right, let's do some. Okay, we're doing it then.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, what do we got?
All right, first one, Young Kearney P. Kernison, a Facebook VIP member. How long does it take USCIS to answer for I-751 after request for evidence?
Usually you're going to get either an answer within 120 days. If it's not within 120 days, expect an interview, and that could be months and months and months after.
Okay, as if Khan on Facebook, a Facebook VIP member, we are in F3 category. Our petition was approved in 2011 from Pakistan. If for some reason my husband and 4 children don't join me at the same time, what will be the process for them to join me after 6 months, and how much time will it take for the process of immigration?
Well, they can follow to join whenever they want, as long as the kids are under 21 and as long as you're married to your husband. But this is Pakistan, and we're in the middle of COVID. So if you get an appointment, go everybody. Who knows when you could ever schedule them in the future.
Nicole Hernandez, Facebook VIP member. I received a combo interview for citizenship and 10-year green card citizenship, or the citizenship
10-year green card.
10-year
Yeah,
green
I
card.
got it.
The citizenship was granted, so I did not get a 10-year green card. Received U.S. passport for my 12-year-old daughter and myself. Now I'm filing the N-600, but the application is asking for my daughter's LPR date. Can I put NA in the online system,
No,
or what should I do?
the LPR date's the day she got her conditional resident status.
All right. Nashika Boyd on YouTube. Is the Kingston Embassy in Jamaica taking interview appointments for the spouse of a green card holder now? And my date is current. How long does it generally take for a
They are
marriage
taking,
interview?
but they're backed up over a year.
Okay, Noah Mick Irwin on Facebook. I've overstayed my visa. I'm over 21. My mom wants to file for me. What form should she file, and how long will it take?
An I-130 visa petition, 7 years.
Leanna J on YouTube. My girlfriend and I are getting married in December. She's a green card holder looking to file for citizenship. Should we wait until she files for citizenship to file for an AOS for myself?
Yes, you will have to wait till she's a citizen.
Vanessa Smithcan on YouTube. I have breast cancer and did surgery and treatment in the USA. In 2016, I had to go back home and I'm still doing treatment. Can my NVC case be expedited with my health situation?
You can request it. We'll hope they do it.
And last one, Assad Khan on YouTube. What can someone do if they are waiting for the last 10 years with approved I-130?
Who's sponsoring?
Just as what can someone do if they're waiting for the last 10 years with approved I-130?
Well, that somebody can tell me who's sponsoring them, and then I can tell them how much longer they have to wait.
All right.
All right. So immigrant activist Jean Montrevil was deported to Haiti in January 2018 for a 30-year-old aggravated felony charge. We had Jean's family on Bradshaw Live as he was being held in ICE detention right before his deportation. We are pleased to report that Jean just returned to the United States in October on a 90-day parole while he continues to fight to remain with his family in New York. We visited Judson Memorial Church in Washington Square, New York City, where a celebration of thanks for his return took place, and we spoke with Jean. Let's watch.
Hey, Brad Squad, it's executive producer Jill Gould, aka Jilly Bean. Today I'm in front of Judson Memorial Church in Washington Square Park, New York City for a big celebration because immigrant activist Jean Montrevil has returned to the United States after more than 3 years of deportation to Haiti. We had Jean's family on Bradshaw Live as he was being held in ICE detention right before his deportation. On Monday, October 18th, 2021, the family was able to once again put their arms around Jean when he arrived at John F. Kennedy International Airport after being granted a 90-day period of special interest parole. The parole permits him to enter the country while he pursues longer-term avenues to remain with his family in New York as conditions in Haiti worsen. The former lawful permanent resident and father of 4 spent decades advocating for more humane immigration policies after a 1990 Virginia drug conviction led to a deportation order in his case. Virginia Governor Ralph Northam recently pardoned Jean, giving him the opportunity to seek to reopen his case and regain his legal status and apply for naturalization as a U.S. citizen. And that's why his family and community have gathered today at Jean's church to tell the U.S. government to hashtag keep Jean home. Let's go in and talk to everybody.
Well, thank you, everybody. This is a very warm welcome. Well, now I want to take time to say thank you, a big thank you to all of you in here, to this congregation, whether you participate, you wrote letters, or supported me, you made phone calls or asked a friend to write letters. Thank you.
Okay, squad, I'm here with the man himself, Jean Montrevil. Jean, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy, man, so thrilled to be here today. After three and a half years separated from my children, my family, and my loved ones, especially my kids were so young at that time and who misses me so much. And I'm so happy to be back with them. Thank you.
You're here on 90-day humanitarian parole in order to continue to fight to remain in the country and to become a citizen. What are the next steps?
Well, the next step is we are in negotiation with the government. The 90 days parole is to negotiate the term of a lawsuit that I had about 3 years ago. So we're hoping now the government can probably ease off and get my case reopened at the BIA, and then hopefully I win at the BIA, and then I can get my permanent residence back. That's the goal. I've been fighting the system for over 20 years, since 1994. A long time, and finally I'm seeing the light at the tunnel. Hopefully we have a new administration. The Biden administration also been good to me, I have to say that. DHS people, they hurry up, get me the parole to get back here just so I can negotiate. I think it's a good side of them I thank them for doing that. And I think we are winning, man. We're winning.
You have a lot of representatives supporting you as well.
Yes, Schumer's office, Gillibrand's office, Congressman Nadler, those people, Congressman Mick from my district and from Rockaway, they have been very helpful to me. I really want to shout out to them. Since Trump's left, I think immigrants started to breathe a little bit easier now. And then we're starting to see the light.
You have a lawsuit filed against the federal government because you were pinpointed because of your immigrant activism. That was under the Trump administration, 2018. Do you think that is what ultimately caused you to be deported?
Trump himself called for my deportation because when the officers came to pick me up at my house that day, one of them asked me, "Don't you see who our president is now?" And I was like, "What? Who?" Trump. So I knew the order for me to be deported came from Trump himself, because there were a lot of activists like myself who were speaking out against the policies, And as you know, Trump didn't like challenge.
Tell us, what was life like for you in Haiti?
Oh, God. Listen, Haiti is not, and I repeat, is not a country. It's a country with no functional government. And you can't call it a country if you don't have a functional government. It's being run by gangs members. Gangs are everywhere in Haiti. Now they have a shortage of gasoline. With no gasoline, no transportation. Nobody can go nowhere. And you have what they call the random kidnapping. It usually be like they hire people they kidnap. Now they kidnap anybody. It doesn't matter your race or your financial situation. They get you. So it's tough. I was afraid to come out home. Since I think July, I just stay inside my house with my door locked. I'm afraid because I was a target of being kidnapped in the sense that they knew I was from New York and I have families back in the state. So they can easily kidnap me thinking they're going to get a lot of money from me. So because of that, I was so afraid, man, to come outside.
What do you want President Biden and Americans to understand about the Haitian migrants at the U.S. southern border?
Well, I think the Biden administration really need to take a second look on sending these people back. Imagine these migrants travel 11 countries just to get to the Texas border. They suffer a lot. And the reason they did that was to look for a better way to support their families. And if the Biden administration know the situation in Haiti, they know how hard it is. What best to let these people, give them a second chance to stay here so they can help family. But Haiti depends on people sending money back home. That's what driving the economy in Haiti. And lately we have seen less people receiving money because, of course, of the COVID-19. People losing their job, people don't have no money to send back. So we all suffer because of that. And in July, they assassinated the president. And until to this day, there's no justice. The justice system in Haiti has been closed for months. Since July, there's no responsible government in Haiti. How can you deport people there? So they have to stop deporting people to Haiti. They have to stop deportation to Haiti. Thank you again. We did it. It was a team effort. It was not easy being in Haiti. Trust me. Thank you so much.
All right, Brad Squad, we went to church today and we really got to see what family and community mean. seeing Jean Montrevil home with his children. And of course, we're going to follow his case. For more information, you can go to bringjeanhome.org. Thanks, Brad Squad. Back to the studio.
All right, let's put 50 seconds on the clock. 9 immigration questions. Let's have a happy Thanksgiving and do this right. Right? All right, so you will give me 9.
I will give you 9.
Exactly 9. Don't have a counter. I'm going to count myself.
That's it. You don't even have to do that.
I will do it anyway. I'll still do it within 50 seconds.
All right, let's see.
All right, number 1. Seconds. Well, we don't have a clock. Who shut the lights off? Oh, okay. Wait, we don't have a clock.
It's either clock and no lights, or I'm just playing.
I'll do it. You know what? If you want to blindfold me, I'll do it blindfolded. All right.
All right, ready?
Ready, go. Wait for the clock to go. Go.
Can traffic tickets affect my green card application?
No, that's one question.
Can I safely leave the country with advanced parole after responding to RFE?
Yes, that's 2 questions.
Can a church file R1 for someone after 4 years?
Yes, that's 3 questions.
Do I have to go back home if I marry a U.S. resident?
Not necessarily. That's 4 questions.
Can a petition get EBT for a K-1 visa?
EBT?
Yes.
I don't know what an EBT is.
It's food stamps.
EAD. Oh, food stamps. No.
I have I-130 approved from my sister. Can I get documents here?
No.
Do I need to file Form I-508 for an E1 dependent minor child applying for an adjustment of status?
No.
Can you travel outside the U.S. at Puerto Rico with a driver's license?
Yes.
If someone was born in the U.S. to foreign diplomats, can they get the green card?
Yes. Depends what the foreign diplomat's status was. So if they're if they're a lower level foreign,
I knew these.
Then the answer is yes.
I was trying to shorten them.
If you are born in the United States, I was unsure of that question.
Yeah.
But we didn't make it anyway. But if you're born in the United States to a foreign diplomat, it depends what their position is as a diplomat. Either that person would become a U.S. citizen if you're a lower level diplomat, or if you're a higher level diplomat, then the child becomes a lawful resident and would have to naturalize when he or she is 18. All right, comments of the day.
All right, our first comment of the day comes from Kwaku Anane saying, "Hello squad family, I love this show. Bless Brad and show and the team."
Oh, very nice.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes. Second one comes from Cordella Douglas saying, "Uncle Brad, ginger tea is like antibiotics."
Ooh,
which is very true.
I need it.
Yes, I actually boil ginger, garlic, and put honey in
Then the crew's taking good care of me.
Yes, yeah. They care about you, man.
Yes.
All right, Jessica Limi, Joelle Davis says, "No turkey here, oxtail, curry goat, BBQ ribs, mac and cheese, what's this, gongo peas?
That sounds like Jamaican Thanksgiving
peas and rice, and jerk pork."
That's Jamaican Thanksgiving.
That's a Jamaican Thanksgiving.
Yes, that sounds good.
Sounds really good.
Sounds good.
Sounds really good.
Yeah.
And our last one. Woo! For tonight is Christine Bennett saying, "Thank you, Brad, and your team for all your hard work. The information you guys give us is more than we can afford."
Aw, thank you very much.
Awesome.
My pleasure. And everybody, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And we are going to see you all on Monday after the holidays. Enjoy your holiday weekend. We'll see you Monday. Thanks for watching. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein Law Firm, located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?